Wheatgrass has a very high amount of amino acids, loaded with beta-carotene, contains most of the B vitamins, including B12, contains vitamin C, vitamin E, vitamin H, vitamin K, over 90 different minerals and phytonutrients, and 19 amino acids, including highly alkalizing amino acids such as calcium, magnesium, potassium, iron, sodium. And I might add that all of those are in a very unique divine ratio. The amino acid form is called a polypeptide. This is a shorter chained amino acid. This is highly absorbable by the body. This is a grass of longevity. This grass right here helped transform my life. I owe a large part of my detoxification to this amazing grass right here. I'm going to tell you everything that you ever wanted to know about wheatgrass in this video. We're going to get deep into advanced healing. We're not going to suffer with pain and inflammation any longer. Please know that this is a grass that will instantly reduce inflammation in your entire body. It's going to work fast to pull out heavy metals, harmful mucus. It's going to work to regenerate the liver and the colon. See, the key to your health and the key to your healing currently lies within your colon and your liver. We have to detoxify the colon. We have to pull out the putrefaction, the calcification, the parasites, and the heavy metals that are accumulated in the sludge that's in our colon. Many people's colons are completely backed up, and this is the reason why they can't regenerate their liver. To heal your condition and increase your vibration and awaken your soul, you need to regenerate your liver. And this wheatgrass contains superoxide dismutase, which after the liver is regenerated, please know the liver can produce vitamin D and these master enzymes such as superoxide dismutase and glutathione transferase. This is where we need to get to, where our liver is producing these on its own. This can't happen currently, so we got to help it out a little bit, and this is a grass that's going to help it out because it contains the superoxide dismutase. I'm telling you, there's nothing quite like it. It is a very, very high vibration. It's off the charts. You know, in my last video, I think I just kept feeling it over and over just because I love the way that it feels. It puts off a divine radiance of energy. I'm telling you, and what it's going to do for you when you start to consume it, when you start to apply it, when you start to soak your feet in it and bathe in a little bit of it, I'm telling you, you're going to want to get real creative with methods of absorption with this wheatgrass really, really fast for these advanced cancer stages. Please know that I work with many people that take really large amounts of wheatgrass and they retain it in various ways. Some people rectally retain just a little bit in two quarts of shungite infused water, and this can really help to pull out some of this mucus and parasites and sludge in the colon. We've got layers and layers of nastiness inside us, and this has got to be expelled for us to heal our condition. So think about eventually using the wheatgrass in that manner. I don't recommend you do any of this with the wheatgrass in the beginning. I don't even recommend you take wheatgrass if you've not taken any other measures to detoxify your body. People can have very, very negative reactions with too much wheatgrass in the beginning. It's extremely powerful. This is a medicine. It's one of nature's finest medicines. And I'm going to tell you all about the benefits in this video, and I'm going to give you some tips on how to grow this and sprout this, because I don't trust any wheatgrass that is grown anywhere other than in my own space. Please know this. I've had some bad experiences with wheatgrass at juice bars. Please know that this wheatgrass, just like the cilantro, will pull up and suck up heavy metals that are in the atmosphere. This is the reason you need to grow it yourself, because the atmosphere that it grows in needs to be pure. Within a radius of this, I usually have a diffuser diffusing all throughout the day with lemon in it. Lemon's antibacterial, antimicrobial, anti-parasitic. It's going to help kill some of these airborne pathogens and this harmful bacteria that's in the air, circulating around in our air that we're breathing in. We've got to purify the air. The air that is around the wheatgrass needs to be purified for you to get the maximum nutrition out of your wheatgrass. We don't want to be juicing wheatgrass with heavy metals already in it. This wheatgrass is going to pull the heavy metals out of the body, and that's what we need to use it to do. I usually rotate wheatgrass, cilantro, and clinoptilolite with the crystal cage still intact, because you have to take measures to pull these heavy metals out of the body. They're saturated into the dermal layer oftentimes, and people don't even realize this. Get a microscope and check your skin, and you will awaken to this fact, because it's raining down in the atmosphere. We really need to wake up to this, and we need to wake up to what the wheatgrass can do for you to pull these metals out of your body. Please know that the first thing that I like to recommend people use the wheatgrass for, is to cleanse the skin. Before you even consume a half an ounce of it, cleanse your skin with this. This is the first thing that you want to do with the wheatgrass juice. The first thing you need to do is sprout it and grow it, and then get a juicer that can handle it. My favorite juicer that juices the wheatgrass is a hand crank. It's an old stainless steel hand crank I found for $35 a few years ago, and I love it. But there are juicers specifically for wheatgrass, but you need to get a fully masticating juicer anyway. So if you get a really good fully masticating juicer, this juicer is going to be able to handle these microgreens. And this is what we need to do. This is the best investment you could ever make, is to get a juicer that can handle all of these alkalizing greens. This is how you're going to heal your body. This is how you're going to transform your current state of inflammation. This wheatgrass is going to take pain and inflammation away instantly, so begin to use it by cleansing your skin with it. Juice 2 ounces of it and put this on an organic cloth with some purified shungite infused water, and scrub your skin with this. Apply this to your skin. After you do this, 20 minutes after, lather your skin up with a coconut oil anti-metal such as helichrysum, clove, lemon blend. Coconut oil is antifungal, antimicrobial, antiparasitic, antibacterial. It will do everything. It will definitely work to cleanse the skin and cleanse out the impurities of the skin. And after you have layered your body with this wheatgrass is going to dilate the surface of the skin. It's going to dilate the blood vessels. It's going to allow for more oxygen to get to the surface of the skin, and this is what we need to do. We need to open this up and then apply our anti-metal concoction, including the coconut oil and those other essential oils, and cleanse your skin. Get a tool like this, or some sort of flat surface organic device. Doesn't have to be one just like that. But get some sort of flat blade that will cleanse your skin. Even if you just have to take the opposite side of a knife, we need to cleanse the skin. We need to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and we need to cleanse the skin. This is a key to your health, and a key to your longevity, is to cleanse all these metals from your skin. You know, when you do that, the first time I did that, I spent an hour after I lathered myself up with this coconut oil. I usually put 2 drops of turpentine, and I put 4 to 6 drops of clove, 8 drops of lemon, 6 to 8 drops of helichrysum. That's usually a pretty good blend that I like to use often. Now, I also put a little bit of frankincense in that. But if you'll do this and then lather your skin up with this concoction, and then go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, all of this harmful mucus is going to start to leave your body. It's amazing. So do this with the wheatgrass first, and then after you've cleansed your skin with it, consider taking about a half an ounce of it. I don't recommend a full ounce like everybody else does, because you can have a negative reaction with too much wheatgrass in the beginning, because it's very, very alkalizing. It's going to work immediately to purge toxins and chemicals and acidifying things out of the system. So if your body is extremely acidic, you might not really enjoy this wheatgrass. I mean, I've worked with people that have thrown up after they've taken it. No one that I've worked with specifically, but you know, before they're educated about these herbs, oils, and medicinals, people don't know what they're doing. And I have been around people that have taken 2 ounces of this wheatgrass, and they haven't taken any other measures to detoxify their body, and they threw up. Some people get headaches instantly. Why is this? Well, because the body's extremely acidic. Can we please begin to awaken to this and begin to alkalize? So I recommend juicing and detoxifying a little bit before you go into the wheatgrass hardcore like that. It's not advisable to press into large amounts of the wheatgrass if your body is in an extremely acidic state. But please know that if it is, you can benefit from just a teeny tiny amount, and it will help to alkalize the system. It will help to pull harmful mucus, parasites out of the body. This is what we need to use the wheatgrass for. It improves your digestion like nothing else. Dr. Ann Wigmore says that wheatgrass helps specifically to beat chronic diseases. And she has an entire website devoted to this. There are many testimonials of wheatgrass completely transforming people's lives. Cases of colon cancer where they have rectally retained this wheatgrass, in addition to consuming it orally and applying it topically, this wheatgrass can transform your life. This is what I'm trying to tell you. When you learn to harmonize with it, you learn to increase the dosage of it, and you get creative with the methods of absorption of it. And this is how you can heal your condition. The wheatgrass is going to rebuild and strengthen the blood. It restores healthy flora to the gut. It acts as an antimicrobial and antibacterial, so it halts growth of unfriendly bacteria. It's very, very detoxifying from the crown of the head to the bottom of the feet. It is often used as an antiseptic to treat odors, strep infections, wounds, skin grafts, sinusitis, ear infections, varicose veins, and scars. It's a blood cleanser and a blood purifier. It helps prevent tooth decay, receding gum lines, tooth decay. If you're losing the enamel on your teeth, gargle with this wheatgrass. You can also oil pull with it, and I recommend doing both. I take wheatgrass between 4 to 6 to 8 months out of the year. And the months that I'm not taking it, I'm taking either clinoptilolite or the cilantro. But as I mentioned, I usually am rotating one of those three. So you're going to want to sprout this immediately, and you're going to want to keep it most of the year. It sprouts up in 7-8 days. I don't understand why more people don't simply start sprouting this. It's insane that we're not sprouting these microgreens and juicing them, because this would be all that we would need to do to heal our condition. It fights eczema and psoriasis. It's good for all skin conditions, including acne. Why? Because it reduces inflammation. Please know that if you have acne or eczema or psoriasis, you can apply this directly to your skin. Apply it directly to the inflamed condition sometime and see if this just doesn't instantly take the redness and the swelling away, because that's what it will do. You have any kind of foot fungus, you can soak your feet in this wheatgrass, and it's going to help eliminate this foot fungus. It's going to help eliminate the overgrowth of candida that we've got running rampant, inflaming the mucous membranes in the body. This is the reason we are sick, is because we have poisoned our body with acidifying things. It's going to eventually help with your sleeping, because it does contain the superoxide dismutase, which will eventually purify the blood, and as the blood is purified, it begins to flow through the pineal as the pineal gland becomes decalcified. And we need the blood purified to be and to be flowing through this gland, because it needs to be producing the melatonin, which gets converted in the gut to serotonin. And this is what makes us feel better. This is what makes us sleep better. You're going to sleep quite blissfully when you really start pressing in to this wheatgrass and you get serious with it for healing. Wonderful, particularly for your eyesight and your vision. I will make a future video specifically on herbs and oils and medicinals that are good for the eyes. I'm working on that now. I should have that one done in probably the next couple of months. But wheatgrass is one of the #1 things that you can do to nourish your eyes. It's all that some people need. Please know you can even put a organic cotton cloth over your eyes, dip this in a little bit of wheatgrass, and put a cold pack on this, and this will help take swelling, the puffiness, dark circles from around the eyes out It's amazing. I'm telling you, try it sometime. If you have red eyes or your eyes are a little swollen or puffy or you got bags, try this sometime with the wheatgrass. That's a little anti-aging beauty tip that I'm sharing with you because this wheatgrass is going to do some amazing things for your skin. Start applying this topically from time to time just as a toner. I oftentimes put it in a little spritz bottle and mix it with a few other essences like shungite. Shungite infused purified water combined with a little wheatgrass does miraculous things for the body. I'm telling you. Even in the shot that I take of it, please know that I have a shungite stone in it. It's in all of my juice glasses because it only increases the vibrations of these essences. The Elite Noble Shungite releases the fullerenes into the juices, into the water, and it's literally an anti-aging, antihistaminic, anti-inflammatory water. So learn to harmonize these two extremely high vibrations together sometime, because these two vibrations alone could very well do everything that you need them to do. I'm telling you, get a wheatgrass juicer and start pressing into this. Get to where you're taking at least 2 ounces of it a day. Take it in the morning on an empty stomach. The stomach acidity is a little less in the morning after we arise, and then follow this by an apple, carrot, lemon, ginger, beet, or some concoction similar to that with a little turmeric, a little black pepper. I have found, just as a little helpful tip for advanced healing, I've found that the piperine and the black pepper specifically acts as an enzyme catalyst, as does the clove, the whole cloves. If you could chew one of those, or chew a few black peppercorns, or even chew a garlic clove. Garlic clove is a wonderful, the sulfur in the garlic is a wonderful dispersing agent for the wheatgrass. So if you can do this 20 to 30 minutes before you take the wheatgrass, and then take the wheatgrass shot, and then do this 20 to 30 minutes after you take the wheatgrass, hit it again with some sort of phytonutrient-rich concoction. And see if this just doesn't instantly take care of whatever issue you have. I'm serious, that's what it'll do. Please know that if you're extremely toxic, you may have a lot of diarrhea with this wheatgrass in the beginning, and this is perfectly fine. We need to have this diarrhea because we need to expel these toxins out. Suffer through some of these headaches that you may get as these toxins are leaving your body. Just press into the live amino acids. They will take care of you. But we need to start pressing into larger amounts of this wheatgrass to heal our body. I recommend between 2 and 3 ounces for advanced healing. And you can also rectally retain 1 to 2 ounces of it. I'm telling you, you can cleanse your colon with it. This is what stage 3 cancer people have done this. They cleanse their colon with 2 ounces of wheatgrass combined with purified water. And then after they've cleansed their colon, they've rectally retained a little bit overnight. But just a word of caution, don't do this if you've never harmonized with the wheatgrass first. Harmonize with it first on your skin and cleanse your skin with it, and then take it internally. You know, after we've cleansed the dermal layer of our skin, we're at this point ready to start cleansing the colon and the liver. You can't cleanse your colon until you've cleansed your skin, and that's the reason I added that at the beginning of this video, because I really feel like it's important to cleanse our skin, and I'll probably title this video something to that effect and make an entire different video for just the wheatgrass benefits. I'm going to have 4 or 5 videos on wheatgrass benefits, so please know this. It's going to purify the liver. It's antibacterial. It's going to alkalize and detoxify the lymph and the blood cells. It's going to help the body to rebuild and transport toxins. The amino acids that it contains are, a few of them are arginine, serine, lysine, aspartic acid, glycine, alanine, methanone, leucine, tryptophan, phenylalanine, and valine. These are some very, very high vibrations. This is very rare. You will gain more intelligence the more you press into the wheatgrass. That's just a little helpful tip. I'll tell you what it did for me. It grounded me instantly, and it silenced my mind. The more I pressed into wheatgrass, the less I craved these acidifying things. This is what it will do for you too. I'm serious. The more you consume of the wheatgrass, the less you're going to want to consume these things that are so acidifying to the body. And that's the reason I love it. It really changed my life in that manner, because when I first began to detoxify my body, I was extremely acidic. I'd been eating acidifying things for years, and the wheatgrass helped to detoxify from all of this. The chlorophyll in the wheatgrass is off the charts. 70% chlorophyll. This is important because this oxygen is vital to many body processes, specifically and especially for the brain. The brain uses 25% of our oxygen supply, so you're going to have a better functioning brain. This is a brain food. This is a brain supergrass. But all oral health issues, please know you can gargle with this and oil pull with it. Even if you have a sore throat, you can gargle with the little wheatgrass. It's going to take care of your sore throat. It's going to help stabilize the blood sugar levels. Why? Because it's a powerful anti-hyperglycemic agent. So it's wonderful for diabetics who are trying to reduce blood sugar levels. If you have dandruff, dandruff thrives off of a dry, unhealthy scalp. We have dandruff because we are acidic. So alkalize your body and you will eliminate this dandruff. But please know you can apply a little bit of this wheatgrass right to your scalp. And it's also going to stimulate some hair growth. There's an article circulating on the internet currently regarding wheatgrass and how it transforms your hair from its gray color back to its natural color. And this has happened with several hundreds of people. These claims are on the internet, guys, so research some of this about wheatgrass and learn what all it can do. It's quite miraculous. Please know you can also use this as a vaginal douche. A lot of times we have funky odors coming out of the body from various places, and if we do, you can hit this place with a wheatgrass solution, and it will help to purify and cleanse all of these funky odors. I use the wheatgrass often just to cleanse my underarms, and I also like to rectally retain it. I do that a few times a month, and I also do a choline cleansing retention enema with it a few times a month, and I recommend you do all of this. Learn to harmonize with this wheatgrass the more that you press into it, because you really will like it. It will clean the bowels like nothing else. It's going to clean out all impacted matter out of the colon. Please know that it's going to work to do this just from oral consumption of it as well. And that's the reason I love it. It's going to boost your energy like nothing else. So don't take it before you go to bed if you have trouble sleeping. Take this in the morning. I take mine in the morning and I take mine in mid to late afternoon. Now, get the Red Heart winter wheat berries, or the hard red spring berries. Bob's Red Mill makes a good wheat berry, and so does Eden Organics. I usually buy the 50-pound bag from Eden Organics, but Hippocrates has good wheat berries. Just research bulk sprouts and seeds and buy some. Buy the wheatgrass in the bulk because you're going to want to start juicing loads of it. Get a sprouting jar and start sprouting it. The sprouting jar needs to have a stainless steel lid on the top that has holes in it. But I recommend starting with 1 cup, and fill this mason jar up with 1 cup. And then fill this up with purified shungite infused water. Let this sit for 8 hours. Then after you have let this sit for 8 hours, drain this all off and hold it at about a 45-degree angle on the dish rack. Now, over the course of the next 3 days, next 2.5 days, you're going to want to rinse this every 12 hours. It needs to be rinsed 12 hours over the course of the next couple of days. Just give it 1 rinsing every 12 hours, and then at the end of those 12 hours, which would just be a day and a half, so 3 days total to germinate usually, but sometimes it takes a little bit longer. Mine is usually between a day and a half and 2 days. It will start to sprout up. This is what it does. It starts to sprout up, and after it starts to sprout up, this is immediately when you plant this. You want to put it on about a 1/2 ounce of soil. Doesn't take much soil. To get the maximum benefit out of your wheatgrass, grow it in some fulvic acid-loaded soil. This is another little helpful tip that you're not going to find anywhere else, because all these videos showing how to grow wheatgrass, I've not found one yet that explains it properly besides the one that's on the Hippocrates website, and I will give you that link so that you can watch it and learn exactly what I'm telling you to do. But fill your tray up with half an inch of soil. It doesn't need much soil. I reinfuse all of my soil with the pulp from my juices. My soil's got loads of fulvic acid in it, and I often even keep shungite stones down in with the wheatgrass, and I water my wheatgrass with shungite fullerene infused water. And this is what I recommend you do if you want to have the best wheatgrass. But the hard red winter wheat berry specifically, it's a little bit sweeter. So I prefer it over some of the others, but I like all varieties. So try various varieties. I picked this one up just for this video at my local health food store. And this is the one that I'm growing down here, and this is just Liquid Sunshine, Botanical Interest. Wheatgrass, Liquid Sunshine, that's what it's called, Liquid Sunshine. It's like the sun, and it will change your life. It changed my life. So learn to start growing this. Now, when you plant it, you just sprinkle it over the soil. I would just dump that right into the center of my soil, and then I would evenly spread it out. Then after you do this, you're going to want to press it down into the soil just a bit, just a dab, and then water it. The wheat berries need to be right next to each other and not on top of each other. The sprout needs to be able to sprout upward. So water this, and over the next few days you will watch it literally start to transform. And it will get taller and taller, and to juice it, you just snip some off and juice it. And guess what's going to happen for a little while after you snip it off? It's going to continue to grow. And this is the amazing thing about a really good wheat berry, is you can continue to water it, and it will produce quite a bit of wheatgrass for you until you have to grow some more. So get the maximum benefit of your wheatgrass by infusing it with shungite water. Try to grow your things in shungite fullerene infused water, and keep some shungite stones around it, because we have to protect this from negative vibrations. Wheatgrass is wonderful for sucking up impurities in the atmosphere, so please know you can use it this way too. It's going to help ionize and purify your air. So I like it in the corner of all of my bedrooms, just for air purification purposes only, but I have a large tray that I use specifically for juicing, and that's the one I've got the Faraday cage around that's protected. So grow a few different varieties of this, and use the varieties for various things. Our animals also can widely benefit from this wheatgrass. I'm just going to let you know, these cats that are eating this wheatgrass aren't having all of these health conditions. To get the benefit of the wheatgrass, you've got to juice it. You've got to break the cell wall open on this and extract the chlorophyll in live enzyme form. This is the only way I recommend you consume it. I do not like wheatgrass tablets and powders. Why? Because more than likely this is not a live amino acid. So this is not going to increase your vibrations. So I'm not an advocate of supplementing with the wheatgrass. Grow it, sprout it, juice it. This is what you need to do. It's not very expensive. You can get a 50-pound bag for around $50, and this will last you quite a while. This is what I do. 50 pounds lasts me about a year, sometimes less, because I grow a lot of it for the people that I help who have cancer. Bless this wheatgrass grow a tray of this wheatgrass, and then bless this to someone else, and tell them they need to invest $30, $40 in a specific wheatgrass juicer and consume this. Because if your friends and your family members start consuming just a little teeny tiny bit of this, tell them to start with about 1/4 of an ounce, and then build up to taking a 1/2 ounce, then build up to taking a full ounce, and then build up to taking a full ounce twice a day. Oh yeah, your friends and your family members will get the healing that they need. Stay tuned for another video on wheatgrass. I will go through more of the benefits and explain more about what it does. But I'm going to end this here. You guys have a great day. Peace, love, positive vibrations to you. Get your wheatgrass on. What are you waiting for? Step into your healing. It's right here. It's right here in this liquid sunshine. Thanks for listening.